Hello, friends. As the title suggests, I have a favor task of you. We are, as of right now, 270 people, you and I, which is, let's say, quite the number for me. I believe I don't even have that many people, like, as friends, even close throughout my life. High school, middle school, university, all of that stuff. So, first of all, I'm glad to have you. And, as friendships go, I know sometimes, a friend needs a help. Now, what I want to ask of you, which I'm going to split into three different people of my audience, is regarding the event today. For those of you who don't know, today is the Fix TF2 day, dubbed by the community. I already made a video about this, why I think it's a good thing to do and why I think I support it. But now I'm here to ask for a favor, and I'm trying to not yap too much, not to bore you. So I'm going to start with, as I mentioned, I will separate my little wish into three people. The first group of people that I want to address is those of you guys who have been playing TF2 still, or have been playing recently and are aware of the whole situation, aware of the bot crisis, aware of all the hackers and just all the crazy stuff happening in the game. No matter what you think of this movement, I want you to share your experience. This movement will only work if we, the people who suffered from this, we, the people who still want to play the game, still gave it a shot, express how we feel, express our disappointment with the game, express the issues we had. It's important. And I want you to take your time to sign the petition that they have. At the same time, I want you to also maybe share your thoughts, share your experiences, and any social media platform. I think now everybody's moving to Twitter or X, however you want to call it. Or hell, if you feel like really the game is ruined and Valve's negligence led to the game's downfall, you could also try to give, let's say, a negative review on the Steam page as well to clearly address what was the issue, what was the points that made you stop playing TF2 or stop enjoying TF2. But I'm pretty sure that most of you will already do this. And once again, I think it's important. Don't be too pessimistic about it. I hear some community feedback already here and there that people think this is unnecessary, that Valve will not care, especially when they have like a game such as CS having some problems. But I still think it's important to mention this and just make your voice heard. Don't think that you are just one person who cannot change anything. Don't go to yourself and say, who am I? Who's gonna listen to what I say? Just do it. This one time, share what you have to share, what you felt. The second group of people that I would like to address is the people who played TF2 a long time ago. Perhaps back before all of this happened, before Meet Your Match. People who have fond memories. Now, of course, maybe you heard here and there that TF2 has some problems, but you're not entirely aware of it, you don't have experiences. This Fix TF2 movement is not necessarily a negative thing of let's shit talk Valve. Just for your reference, since you've been out of the game for a while, the main issue that we want to focus on, and actually the only thing that they have to fix for this game to start functioning properly again, is all the bots and the cheaters. They need to implement an anti-cheat system that actually functions, which should be possible for a company such as Valve. They're quite talented, they have a lot of resources, they should be able to do it. Now, what can you do? Instead of making up a story of how cheaters are destroying the game since you don't have that experience, just share your fond memories. Share the good times that you had in the game. Even if you don't plan to come back to the game, just let the people know what you liked. Let the people remember a good time. Let them see a perspective that has not been corrupted by the recent changes and by all the crazy stuff happening. Of course, all of this with the hashtag fix TF2. That's quite important. And if you feel like you want to, even though you're no longer part of it fully, support the community still, or maybe help the players who are now trying to get into this game, sign the petition as well. That would be very helpful. It's not that the petition is going to change anything. Of course, you might be thinking to yourself, what are these guys up to? But it's worth a shot. It would be very foolish of us to not try anything. Now, the third group that I want to address is what I believe is the majority of you, the 270 people that are here. And that would be the people who have no idea of TF2, didn't play it, and probably only saw a couple memes here and there. And maybe now this fixed TF2 stuff is all over the place and you're thinking to yourself, what is happening? Just to brief you on what is happening, once again, we have a big problem where the main company who built this game is unfortunately neglecting the game and the community. They previously made a statement that they're going to work to fix these issues. However, it's very clear that they are spending all of their resources and their brain power onto different projects, which doesn't actually contribute to fixing the current problem in a game which still has a good community, with people who still love the game, with new people who want to play and enjoy the game, but are just unable to. What you can do is, just simply, if you feel like it, support stuff, the posts, everything by giving it a like, maybe sharing it if you really feel like it. Just read through it, some of it, see what is happening, see what's going on. Maybe you see a parallel to a game that you like. Maybe you see a parallel to a different game that you are enjoying in your free time. And, it's always good that we stick for each other, especially those of you who maybe are coming from the Helldivers side of things. It was a good thing where we banded together and, made everything very loud and clear to Sony, made them know that we were not happy, and this worked. Sort of the same thing is happening here. We're trying to get the attention of a big company which is making the wrong decisions about their game. Now, don't go and drop negative reviews on TF2 without knowing anything, and don't go making up some stories or telling that TF2 is ruined because of bots if you don't have the experience. As much as it's good to have some vocal, power behind us, making up stories just to make somebody look bad, just to make a big fuss out of it, is not the right way. We should be very clear, we should be very direct, and we should keep committing to it. Now, as a final note, this is to all three, I would assume, but mainly the first and the second group of you guys. Just don't think that it's over in one day. Unfortunately, Valve time, I think even in this case, Valve time quite simply is going to play a role. It will take time for them to notice. It will take time for them to do something about it. And to be completely honest with you, I presume a fix like this is not going to happen overnight. Hell, over a week. It's going to take time. But we need to keep reminding them. And this is not, once again, do not go after the developers. Do not spread hate towards the developers. What led to this situation is a corporate decision. It's very clear. Valve is a company which is focusing on interesting stuff. TF2 perhaps is no longer interesting for them, but at the same time, they're also understanding the value of the business side. TF2 is the first game to build an in-game economy for them that lasts to this day somehow, despite all the troubles. And they clearly understand the importance of it. However, it was an executive decision probably, or just a general consensus that the state that it still survives. People are still there, they're still buying items. So probably it's not a big deal. However, I think deep down, there are Valve employees too who still care about the game. I'm pretty sure if Gabe were directly approached about this topic and, asked about what he thinks of the state of Team Fortress 2. Does he hear the community outcry? Once he gets to hear this, I'm pretty sure he's a passionate guy. He values his work. He values his company, and I think he would do something about it. But this is wishful thinking. I just don't want to be negative. Not in the sense of I don't want to be negative that the event will fail or that it will not yield a result. No, I don't want to be negative towards people. Valve, as a corporation, as a company, whatever, as this big business, they made a decision which made more sense to them financially. But I'm pretty sure that people at Valve have a different opinion. And people at Valve would love to help us. We just have to make sure that the right people hear us, and then those right people can leverage. If majority of us speak against this, the right people can leverage our discussions. They can leverage our signatures, the petition, the negative reviews, the trending in social media. They can leverage this to go to their higher ups or to gather a team and say, look, this is what is happening. I am not making this up. I am not simply saying we need to work on TF2 because I'm passionate about the game. There is a problem and we need to fix this as a company. Here's the proof. We need to give them the tools to do that. So yeah, I'm sorry if I talked too much again, and I'm sorry this is way out of format, with my bum ass, broke ass room in the background with basically 2 weights and an unmounted curtain. Important stuff. I just felt like I had to also ask for this. Maybe I don't make a big impact. Maybe out of the 270 of you guys, only 10 of you watch. But still, I would really appreciate it if you could support me in a way. I'm not even talking about the TF2 community at this point. I like this game. I'm not a diehard fan. I'm not going to kill myself if the game doesn't work out, or this is not the only game that I can ever play in the world. No, but I love this game. This game was one of the first games that I played online where I connected with the community. I learned trading. I love this game, and I would love to jump into it from time to time just to remember the good old days, have fun with some friends without having any problems. And I'm pretty sure that there are a lot of new players out there who are also interested in that TF2 experience. No matter what your choice is, no matter if you want to support our cause or not, I would like to thank you at least for listening this far, at least for giving me the time. Time is the most valuable thing after all. So thank you for sharing that with me. And hey, hopefully once this works out, we can see one another in TF2. I said I will probably stream, but I decided not to, simply because I don't want to bring this bad image again out. I want to remember the good times. I want to be positive, and I want to say that you and I are going to play once they fix it. You and I are going to meet there. We're going to make new connections. We're just going to have a bunch of fun there, do some stupid stuff, build sentries in the most ridiculous places, 2 medics doing each other, all that nonsense. Once it's fixed. And once that happens, I'll see you there. Once again, thank you very much. And I hope you have a very good day. Hopefully, whatever it is that maybe is bothering your mind, at least gives you enough rest tonight so you get a good sleep. Well, take care, friend. And see you whenever I see you. Life is like that, full of mysteries. Goodbye.